Have you ever felt like you're trapped in a loop? Like every day is a copy of the last? Get up, go to work, come home, sleep, and repeat? If that sounds familiar, you're not alone. It's something most of us experience, especially in the repetitive grind of modern life. But what if there's a deeper philosophical question beneath this feeling? What if this seemingly endless cycle is trying to teach us something? Something that Phil Connors from Groundhog Day and philosopher Friedrich Nietzsche both grappled with. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving deep into the movie Groundhog Day and exploring how it mirrors Nietzsche's concept of eternal recurrence and how both of these relate to the monotony of modern life. Before we dive into Phil Connors' endless day, let's talk about Nietzsche's eternal recurrence, one of his most challenging and provocative ideas. In Nietzsche's philosophy, eternal recurrence is the concept that everything in the universe repeats itself infinitely. Your life, with all its joys and sorrows, every action, every thought will repeat itself over and over, forever. Imagine a scenario where you live your exact same life. Every decision, every failure, every victory, repeated endlessly. How would you feel about that? Would you want to relive every moment, or would the thought fill you with dread? What if, someday or night, a demon were to steal after you, into your loneliness, and say to you, this life, as you live it and have lived it, you will have to live once more and innumerable times more. Would you not throw yourself down and gnash your teeth and curse the demon who spoke thus? This idea isn't just about the universe repeating itself. It's a thought experiment. Nietzsche uses eternal recurrence to challenge us. Are you living a life you'd want to relive eternally? If the answer is no, it begs a deeper question. What needs to change? Now let's turn to Groundhog Day. At the start of the movie, we meet Phil Connors, a cynical, selfish weatherman. He's stuck in his own version of eternal recurrence, trapped in a small town, reliving the same day, February 2nd, over and over. Like Nietzsche's eternal recurrence, Phil's situation seems inescapable. No matter what he does, whether he tries to indulge in pleasure, manipulate others, or even take his own life, he wakes up the next morning to the same day, the same people, and the same events.
I told you, I wake up every day right here, right in Punxsutawney, and it's always February 2nd.
Phil's journey mirrors the philosophical challenge Nietzsche poses. What would you do if you had to live the same day forever? At first, Phil is angry and frustrated, trying to break free from the cycle. But just like Nietzsche's eternal recurrence, the loop isn't about escaping. It's about confronting how you live your life.
What would you do if you were stuck in one place and every day was exactly the same and nothing that you did mattered? That about sums it up for me.
So how does this all connect to modern life? Many of us experience our own version of eternal recurrence every day. Think about it. The repetition of waking up, going to work, dealing with the same tasks, the same people, it can just feel like life is on a loop. Just like Phil Connors, we might find ourselves looking for a way out of the monotony. But here's the thing. Nietzsche's eternal recurrence and Phil's repeated days in Groundhog Day ask us to look at our lives differently. Rather than seeing repetition as a trap, what if it's an opportunity? Nietzsche's eternal recurrence isn't about literal repetition. It's about living as if every moment matters. He challenges us to embrace every part of our lives, the good, the bad, the mundane. He calls this idea amor fati, or love of fate. The ability not only to accept your life, but to love it, no matter what happens. In Groundhog Day, Phil's transformation begins when he shifts from trying to escape his repetitive loop to embracing it. Once he accepts that the day will repeat no matter what, he begins to live more intentionally. He learns new skills, connects with people, and ultimately becomes more compassionate and fulfilled. So what does Phil teach us about Nietzsche's eternal recurrence and modern life. First, both Phil and Nietzsche highlight the importance of accepting the reality you're in. Instead of fighting the loop, Phil begins to engage with his circumstances more fully. He stops trying to escape his fate and instead works within it. This reflects Nietzsche's idea of amor fati, that by embracing our circumstances, no matter how repetitive or challenging they may be, we can find meaning. Secondly, Phil's growth shows us that meaning is found in how we approach repetition. The modern world often feels like it's built on monotony, with endless cycles of work, responsibility, and distraction. But within those cycles, we can still find purpose. Nietzsche believed that if you could say yes to the eternal recurrence, if you could affirm your life exactly as it is, forever, you would be living authentically. It's not about creating grand moments or monumental achievements. It's about finding value in every moment, no matter how mundane. So how can we apply this to our own lives? First, we can start by embracing repetition in our daily lives. Just like Phil, we all experience cycles and routines. But instead of seeing these routines as something to escape from, we can view them as opportunities for growth. Even in the smallest, most repetitive actions, there's potential for meaning, whether it's learning a new skill, helping someone out, or just being more present in the moment. Secondly, Nietzsche's Eternal Recurrence asks us to live intentionally. If we had to live this day over and over, would you be happy how you're spending it? This isn't about changing your entire life overnight. It's about recognizing that each moment has value. How can you approach your day so that if you were to repeat, you'll be able to say, yeah, I'm okay with this. In the end, both Groundhog Day and Nietzsche's Eternal Recurrence aren't about escaping the loop. They're about learning to thrive within it. If we can shift our mindset like Phil does, from frustration to acceptance, and even to love for our circumstances, we can find meaning in monotony. Nietzsche's Eternal Recurrence challenges us to live as if every moment will repeat forever. Because in a way, it does. So the next time you feel stuck in your daily grind, remember that you have the power to transform your routine into something meaningful. As Nietzsche said, live your life as though you'd be willing to live it again, eternally. Thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments. How do you find meaning in the routine of daily life? I'd love to hear your experiences. Until next time, embrace the loop, find your meaning.